Now then, welcome back to another episode on the NemGo Patreon server, playing in the Patreon pack. How are you doing? How are you doing? Today would normally be the stream highlight day, but this is by no means a stream highlight. No, I don't have any footage from the stream. We did stream, we did have fun. Ego was feeling a little unwell towards the end of it, so we called it early night. But most of the time I was just spent building my house. So the last episode you saw on just the other side of the weekend, last episode, I was building my house out, and I carried on doing that during the stream. Had a lot of fun, did a lot more stuff. I'm now making some seared cobblestone to get this last little bit done. Ego rebuilt the smeltery down here, so I'm using the bigger smelter so I can get more cobble done quickly. Yeah, I'm nearly run out. I might not need any more, so I might just leave it at that for now. Let's break this down. Here we go. And ding, give me this. Give me this piece of cobble. I can't take the piece of cobble. Do I have to reset it like that? There we go. Reset it like that. That'll do. I don't really need any more right now, but I can come back for that last little bit. Ego went and got a lot of cobalt. Lots of cobalt. There's 6 blocks of cobalt in there. I might just pour some out for him. But that's not what we were up to. We were up to building stuff, mainly. So he was getting set up with a few bits and pieces on here. And I was doing more building of the amazing... The build. You can see it's advanced quite a bit now. I want to go over a few of these details with you because these are the sort of things that I was sorting out during the stream. Let me the chunks load in. Chunks are load. There you go, I've reloaded all the chunks. I thought I had reloaded all the chunks. All the chunks be gone. It's because I'm flying. It's because I'm flying and recording and all that kind of stuff all at the same time. But anyways, look at the beautiful tower. Beautiful tower. We've got lots of detail work going on in here. Now, I've not finished by any stretch of the imagination exactly what I want to do right now. I've not finished it at all. But it is looking slightly epic. It's big, it's proud, it's very steampunky, and I'm pleased with it overall. The overall look of the place gets a bit weird when you come around here, but that is the steampunk style, I guess. That is the steampunk style of things. So, yeah, it's looking good, and I'm liking it a lot. Let's jump down here. Let's load this world up. World, load around me. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's looking epic from down here. Like, it is a big structure. It is a big building. And I went through a lot of the details while I was on the live stream, but Ego wasn't really covering what I was doing. He was just, like, getting a little sneak peek every now and again of what I was doing on here. But it's all pretty much the same as I was showing you in the last episode. With a few notable new features. I've gone with adding this half slab, brick slab, all the way around here. And I've added some little stair steps. It's just steps upside down and the right way up steps to make it look like it's holding up part of the structures. And I've brought stairs all the way around this ring as well, just to add another... ridge to it. I, of course, have added a rooftop, so we've got stone brick edges, and I was debating what planks to use, but the stream kind of got me into using acacia. There was also a lot of acacia wood around here, so we got that sorted out quickly. Also, I had a kind donation as well from Rickon. And yeah, I just filled in all the rest of it. We've got details in lots of places like this now as well, like this epic window. And a big detail is the fireplace, or rather the chimney stack going all the way up. From there where it's actually a useful chimney stack, all the way up through into this part of the build here. And you might just be able to work out that it just goes that way a little bit inside. And then it comes out the top here. That's what I wanted the seared cobblestone for. I fancied doing a seared cobblestone to make a bit of a chimney coming out of there. But let us make a day. Let us make a day, and then I'll show you the inside a little bit as well. Oh, Gene Splicer was talking to me. I didn't notice because I was getting myself set up for recording. Yeah, so overall, we've got the rooftops on. I've gone with this sort of standard for steampunky design of a rooftop. Very straightforward, but just took lots and lots of materials. Great epic diagonals. Great epic diagonals going all the way up. And interlocking them at certain points and having parts of the structure coming out of the rooftop instead of finishing there. Like this rooftop has this section coming out. And I've even got kind of a landing platform here at the minute. This is the upstairs landing platform, and I'm planning on connecting it to some more structures over this side. Right at the top of the water source, the one single water source block that does all of the water falling all down the side of this mountain that we saw originally, and what drew us to this place in the first place. Looking down on it from up here, it doesn't look so big, does it? But it is quite big because it's a lot of the mountainside is going to be taken up by this. And I'm planning on putting some more up on top of here as well, some more structures, but with uses. The main uses of the house, I'm not really sure of, to be honest. I've had fun building it all. I've got it all laid out and built the way I want it, and I've started working on the internal floors and things like that, but I'm not really sure what I'm going to put on each floor just yet. It depends on mods, I guess. So, for a start, let's get into the ground floor here. So, the ground floor, we've got an access. We look into the chimney, but we don't actually do anything with the chimney. That is basically to give me enough room down below to smelt a lot of stuff up. I did make this funky staircase. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it, but I made it from chisel and bits pieces. Chisels of this. Bits of this just to make it go up. So yeah, this is now a finished room. This should be kind of like the entrance, maybe the kitchen area, and downstairs a little blacksmithy smeltery, which gives me 8 slots because it goes up 8 blocks, so there's 8 empty blocks inside it. But then the whole thing goes all the way up into the chimney stack, which is cool. And I use a little bit on each floor just to add a little bit more detail to each floor. But yeah, this is my my Tinker's Smeltery toolsmithing area, and also where I'm smelting all my metals and stuff. Speaking of metals, I should probably put this dank armor back on. This is the armor I got from the roguelike dungeon when we first started. I'm still wearing it. Still my thing. All right, and then up this way, onto the first floor. The first floor still has a block missing, but I'm fixing that. I'm trying to figure out where the stairs should start, and I've been doing chisel and bits to try and do that. But I might change the whole staircase just because. But then on the first floor, we have a hole up here for access to the next floor. I'm not sure how I want to build my staircase yet, so at the minute it's just a fly straight up and out the hole. But that's about where I want it to be. So you come up the stairs this side. There's going to be storage and stuff here. There's going to be some machines, maybe, bits and pieces around here. We've got a nice view out of this window underneath this lean-to arch section. And on this side, there's another lean-to, but it's all blocked off because this is going to be some kind of storage area. But this is also a functioning smelter. It only has 5 slots because it goes up 1, 2, 3, 4... 5 blocks. I guess it goes up 5 blocks successfully because it goes in like that. So from the outside, it's still 1 block out, so it's still the outer wall. But then we kind of bring it in. I've still got to add another bit of block there, but I left that so that I could start working through like this. I could get through it when I was building it. So I got 1 block of that to fix and put the floor back in, but that's okay for now. But it does add like a fireplace to this room. This first floor room now has a kind of a fireplace structure, and I think I can do some chisel bit stuff and shelving and stuff over the top of it to give it the proper look about it. And of course we've got the windows looking out onto the waterfall and the farms and all that. Let's go up the staircase that doesn't exist yet. The staircase that doesn't exist up to the pretty much the largest room, because it's got the lower level of this sticky outy bit here that we've added on, which is quite a big tower. Nice views of the local area again. Nice views. I added in a slightly different window here just to mix things up a little bit and try something else out. Mostly this same window design all the way around bored me, so I decided to put that in. Then I could put some machines underneath it or something. Just another little room area for something. I don't know what yet, but for something. I've been thinking about it, what I'm going to put in each room, and I decided just to make the rooms practical so that I won't need to change them when I'm building machine banks and arrays of stuff. But in here we've got the smeltery system again, but the chimney stack now comes into the build and then goes across slightly and up to go out the chimney. So this is also a functioning smelter, but only 2 blocks. Only 2 blocks. It's just there for the fireplace, really, to give us the fire effect. That's the idea for this one. And I did have this as kind of my bed area for a little while. This may be my bedroom, I don't know. But this was kind of my bed, went here for a little while. I moved it recently, though, because I needed it somewhere else, to be honest. And then we've got a little thing going up here. And there we go. That's where my bed is at the minute. In this big roofed area, I had to mess around with the internals quite a bit to get the roof to sit right in a room style. And we've got the beams running across the floor here as well. I forgot when I was building to build up a level first, so the floor was all nice and flush. So I ended up building up from the previous floor, the top of the previous floor, without making that extra bit come out first. Which meant that the floor wasn't sitting on the beams, the floor was on the same level as the beams. But that's okay, I kind of like the effect. It's okay at this stage. And, well, yeah, big window up there, and we've got the big special window here, but also we've got the fireplace that goes out into the chimney stack there. And it is, again, a 2-block smeltery, so it still functions like a smeltery. I've just got to add in, like, a fireplace and stuff, features for it, which will look good. And it's by this big special window. And I've got some area here in the eaves of the rooftop to do some stuff in. And then I've got, like, an under the eaves section here that might have a bit of stuff in. It doesn't have a lot of space, but it does have that little cubby hole at the top of the stairs feel. And then we've got another room just in here, which is where we start going up to the next section. This is kind of, I don't know exactly what it's going to be either, but it's got a nice big window to look out. It's getting a lot higher up here. We're getting to see out onto the rooftop above as well. But this is a nice little room inside the house. I think you'll agree, it's quite a nice little room. Don't know what I'll use it for yet. But again, same staircase missing. I haven't decided how to do them yet, but they'll all be the same. Into another room. This room doesn't have any windows. I deliberately left this one blank of windows. I didn't want to make more glass in order to make more windows. So I left this one blank, and it also adds to the outside look of the place. But it will maybe have windows in the future. It depends what I'm using it for. I can poke windows in where I feel like it. But this kind of makes you dizzy when you're going around it, doesn't it? 'Cause it's just constantly flicking. I can make a flick book. Up another section. I'm going to fly up, thank you. And then we kind of leave this corner of the build and go out again into another tower that goes out from it. But also there's this section over here in the eaves of this build below. With another nice little window and the eaves of the roof and everything like that. I think it looks pretty cool. I need a bit of a step down thing going on here. But yeah, again, it's just another room. I like it, but I don't know what I'm going to use it for yet. And then we've got this quite epically big vaulted ceiling, really. It's quite a big ceiling. And I've got to find some way to get up into this as well. I think it's a bit too close to put another stairwell right next to it. But I'll consider what my options are. Maybe use an Ender IO elevator block or something like that just to get up here. So we'll up this way onto the kind of the landing platform. I don't know what we're going to land on the platform up here just yet. But it does allow us to fly in from a roundabout. Fly in, come over here, fly into here, and then cross a bridge into the main part of the mountain. Leaving all of that low down there. I've got to make the bridge look cool and all that kind of stuff as well. I've got to do a bit of finishing touches up there. May even turn this into windows. May even look into making a clock face here instead and just having this as the way in just one way in this way and there's 3 clock faces or something. I don't know yet. I don't know. But so far, so good. I'm liking the build. I'm liking how I'm using the space. Well, I'm liking how the space has developed inside. And there's plenty of space inside it all, which I like. And I've enjoyed building it. The most tricky bit was probably this bit, where all the roof sections met together. And on the inside, it looked a mess. Because there was beams like this sticking out where I was going up the next floor. And it was all chalky, blocky together. But now we're okay. Now we are sorted. Now we've got to get on with something to start filling the place. Igor and I did discuss what we would potentially be doing next. Potentially. But during the live stream, we just had a bit more fun. And I was doing a little bit more just building the place up. And now I've got some zombie or something outside. Or is he inside? Where are you, zombie? I've had this problem before where there's a zombie so close by. Aha! You are on this ledge here. Well, I'm glad that I put that there to stop him being able to get through. And now he falls all the way down there, and I say goodbye to you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Die. We've got things to establish ourselves. We've got now a nice big house with lots and lots of space inside, lots and lots of rooms with things that we can develop. We've got an underground base which can rage through the whole of this place. The whole of this mountainside could have a few more builds on the outside, just stick it out a little bit, and going into different places within, like a big man cave system going throughout the place. Would look pretty cool, I'm sure you'll agree. And that is basically the review stage of what we did on the live stream. Or what I've done on the live stream and what I've been doing since. Now, there's a few finishing touches that I want to do with this episode, just to finish it off, really. And one of the things I want to test out is how this seared stone looks. That's why I spent so long just clicking away at the Tinker Smeltery to see what it looks like. I also want to see about cutting it. So I'm going to cut some blocks up here as well to get some of these. There we go. Put that away now. And I don't think I want to cut it any finer. Maybe take a couple of these and cut them in half to make smaller sections like that. A few little sections just like so. Do I have a cut down the middle there? Do I have a cut down the diagonal there? Yeah, posts. There we go. We can get a couple of posts. It's interesting how these different cut-throughs do different things. I did mention it in the last episode, but it's pretty cool. I like the chisel bits. It's pretty good. And of course, the mod maker is one of my favourites as well, because he did the applied energistics, which was of course one of my very favourites. Now for this, I'm thinking that this looks too cleanly like this part of the chimney stack, and I think I want to make it a little rougher looking. So I was thinking of just taking these blocks out and putting these ones in instead, just to try and give it something else a little bit more rugged looking. I still need to keep the top section so that it's what's the word for it? So that it's still mob free. That's it, mob friendly. So that almost every single block on the roof is a stair of some kind. So stairs or half slabs running across here. So nothing can spawn on the roofs, and I don't need to light the roofs. There's the two main features of the roofing that I've done here. And I didn't really like that these met up with them. I suppose it's okay that they meet up with them. I suppose it's okay, because if it was like leading on the rooftops, you would have that kind of thing going around there. But I was also considering just adding in a few blocks like this, just to make it look a little bit more like built in to the sections, like so. And maybe take this bit out altogether. Wow, that took a little while to break. I don't know why. But it did, and I don't really have any more of those left. So maybe if I put the stairs down, let's put that there, and let's put that on there. Come on, let me get that block on there. We got it. We had it. We're there, and in a little bit, just to there. There we go. Can make a step of our own. Yeah, I wanted it looking a little scruffier, and then I could bring it up from here as well, so that we've got it going up like so. Build these up a bit more to give us more of an actual tower. There we go, something like that, to give it an actual chimney stack feel. Those bits now don't look right, so we're going to get those back. That doesn't look right. And this will not look right. May as well use it somewhere else instead. So yeah, there we go. And I could possibly use putting some of these blocks in place here as well. Put some of these in. There we go. Make it fit into purpose like that. Just to beat it up a little bit and make it look a bit more like a sooty chimney stack. Now, this is possibly far enough, but I also want to take it out a little bit. Where am I? I want to take it out a little bit this way. So we've got a kind of a little bit of movement to it. There. I think that's right. Yep. Okay. And then bring it across into the section a little bit. Maybe I need to chisel it down a little bit or something, but still. Have a little bit more like there, and put a piece on that side. Can I have a piece on there? I want a piece on the top. I want it on the top. There. There we go. To try and bring it outways a little bit. And then if I put a full block there, can I then put these on the top here like this, and put one there, just there. There we go. And then take this block back. Oh, that didn't quite fit right. Oh, dang it. I'm going to take that block back because, well, I need it. I need it. If I fall down this gap, I'm going to pick them both up through the hole. I think I did. Yep, I did. Good, good. Yeah, just try and lean it this way a little bit and then take it up another notch. But this isn't quite working the way I had planned it because I didn't quite fit that one right in the exact right place. But still, I can mess around with this some more. Can mess around with it a bit more and just make it look a little bit better. If I take that bit off now, actually, and just put that down on a different direction. Take that out and that out. And now I've got some strange looking device here. It's a bit strange looking, but still. Can I take it in a bit further? It's all very random, isn't it? It's all very random how I can get these blocks to fit. But it's a nice mod. I like it. I like it a lot. No, I'm not going to get that in there. Okay, can I just get this on the top there then? Just kind of make it like that. Maybe put some chimney pot type stuff on the top of it. This bit comes out from nowhere. I shall mess around with that later. Okay, that will do for now. So yeah, I'll fine tune the detail of that a little bit later on. But it does look like the chimney stack goes up through the roof of the place. So I like it. I like it a lot. Now, just quickly before we go for today's episode, I've done a lot of building just recently, and now I want to try and do a little bit of something else. Now, it's kind of odd that I want to do bees. Ego also wants to do bees. He said he should try and do bees at least, and I want to at least get a start for him. I particularly want the different wood colours, because one of the things I've got planned in the future... Ow, gimme... forestry bees now actually hurt you. Ow. One of the things I've got planned for the future, since I've been messing around with this chisel and bits, is having a design company a flooring design company. So it'll all become clear later on. But the be-all, get what I said? The be-all and end-all of it all is that I want to be able to like get all the different tree types from forestry. So I think Ego's going to be playing around with bees a bit, but what I want to do is start working on the tree side of things. And yes, we got one. Parched comb. Good. Yeah, I wanted to get on with just like breeding the trees up so I get all the different wood types. That would be my first objective. So I've got plenty of different... Wow, I'm nearly dead. Plenty of different... Wow, I'm nearly dead. Yeah, wow. Plenty of different tree wood types, because there are all these different types of things in forestry, different tree types, which generate all these different wood types. And I'm pretty sure that Chisel and Bits can do the work with all of the different wood types. So I will have then access to lots and lots of different wood types. Let's get a flower. Thank you. Alright, I don't know why parched bees come in here. Maybe that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. But I've got all I need at the minute to get started. And I can do bees up here and around here and about here a little bit. And set up some basic beehive stuff, just to start sorting out some pollination for the trees, to get all the different tree types. I've only completed the forestry trees once before, and it was quite a long time ago in Material Energy Hypercubed. That's how long ago it was. That's like 16 Material Energy mod packs ago or something like that, daft nowadays. And it's changed a little bit since then as well. Now we can start with a bee house. A bee house, indeed, a bee house. I need some wood. I'll use some of this acacia, as I've probably used up all the acacia I need for now. So we need some slabs. Let's get a few slabs. Yeah, like that. Boom. And make a couple of beehives or bee houses. Like so. There we go. There's two. That'll do nicely. This is like the starter setup now. I'll put this over here, I think. Just for now. I'll put two there, like that. I will throw some of this down. It might be the wrong sort for these bees in particular, but let's see what it says. Okay, so it's warm and arid in this place. That's good. Modest bee and a modest drone. They're all identical at the moment. That's good. And they make queen. And queen, pristine stock, unknown genome, everything good. Bee seems to be fine. Yeah, bee seems to be fine. Bees work in the biomes that suit their species. Use your beealyzer to habitat locator to find out which one. Warm and arid seems to be good for the modest queens, which is why in this area I was finding the modest drone hives, the yellow ones. So that's all good. Now this one can also go in here. There we go. And I've got ability to do two more, but I won't make two more bee houses. The next thing up is the apiary, and the apiary requires an impregnated casings, which requires some seed oil and some wood, and then we make it from that in a carpenter. The carpenter requires a sturdy casing and some other bits and pieces. Very, very easy in particular. But all I want to do is have the bees cross-pollinate a couple of things. So, if I've got some saplings, which I think I've got some saplings, I've got a dark oak sapling, that'll do. Do I need 4 for a dark oak these days? I think I might. I'll take 4 dark oak saplings, and I'll take a couple of the spruce saplings as well. And do I not have any oak saplings? I was pretty sure I had an oak or an acacia. Maybe I dropped them at some point because I had too many. But anyway, we'll do this. We'll do this. We've also got the acacia sitting here already. Let's try and get one of these growing, and let's try and get one of these growing. We'll get them all close by, so that they can cross-breed with the bees. That's all looking good. Do I have any bones or bone meal? That might help as well. Let me have a quick look down. But this is something that I will be doing quite a bit of off-camera, because just doing the trees is fairly boring, to be honest. It's not something that I would sit and watch, so I'm not expecting you guys to sit and watch. Oh, please be some bones somewhere. No, there's no bones anywhere. No bones, no bone meal. No bones, no bone meal. So I get... Oh, there's the oak saplings, though. Let's get a couple of those on the go. Yeah, so that is basically me just sitting back and letting it happen while I do some more messing around inside my builds. I will work a little bit more on forestry, though, over the coming weeks. But most of the tree stuff will be off camera. Mostly off camera. And all you're going to do is have the different tree types growing, and then they will the bees will cross-pollinate them, and then I'll be able to come along and break the leaves and get new types of saplings, cross-breeding of trees. And that is something that I'm going to plan on doing to get the different wood types available during the course of the next few weeks. It's not going to be exclusively that's all I'm doing this series, though. That is kind of the background task now, to get the different wood types and make an orchard or something. I will be doing other things as well on the Patreon server, checking things out, doing some cool stuff, doing a bit more of the build, for definite. But until next episode, folks, thank you very, very much for watching. Don't forget to go and follow Ego on Twitch, or go and check out his Patreon page, because the only way onto this Patreon server is to pledge to either myself or Ego, and currently all my slots are full. So only Ego can allow you access to this Patreon server. Oh yes. Until next time, though, thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next episode, coming very soon.